This happened between fall 2006 and spring 2007 while I was a student at University of Illinois. I was riding the bus from God knows where to wherever the frig and found a lanyard with keys on the floor. I was the only one on the bus and we were in motion when I saw the keys, so there was no one to shout after or chase to find the rightful owner of the lost keys. As I looked at the keys, I noticed a store card for TIS, which was one of the bookstores on campus. I had one of those cards myself, and I remember giving my name when I signed up for the card. I took a shot in the dark and got off the bus by the quad. I walked down to 6th Street and went to TIS to see if I could get the name associated with the card. I fed the store clerk a load of bullshit and got the name. I didn't recognize the name at all, but I had an idea. I went back to my dorm room at Florida Avenue Residence. I walked up to the 3rd floor and went to my room. I sat at my computer and logged into Facebook and typed in the name. Sure enough, the dude popped right up. This was in the early days of Facebook when people would post a lot of information about themselves on their profiles. As was the style at the time, his address and room number were posted. He lived on the 5th floor of my same building. What a convenience. I hoofed it up a couple flights of stairs and walked to his room. I knocked on the door and waited. No answer. I knocked again, but no answer. I jiggled the knob and it was unlocked, so I cracked the door and said hello. Still no answer. I opened the door more and noticed some guy napping on one of the 2 beds in there. I tossed the keys on the desk, closed the door, and walked away, back to my room. I can only imagine that this dude came back to his room pissed that he lost his keys. Also pissed that he'd have to pay to get his room rekeyed, as was the policy for losing your dorm room keys, and it was $50. Ask me how I know. How confused and freaked out was he when his keys were on his desk? Maybe he was the dude napping on the bed. No one saw me drop off the keys, and there wasn't an easily conceivable way to identify the owner of the keys, let alone where the owner lived, and least of all, having keycard access to the building. That day, I was a glitch in this guy's matrix. Announcer guy.